The purpose of this video is just to give an updated brief of what's been going on with this Holley 850. This is the original Holley 850. It just has a stain or two of fuel when I was taking this broken base plate off. Let's call this flange 1, flange 2, flange 3, flange 4. This is the only one, and this would go driver side and back. Front of the 455 would be this way. Throttle linkage. Now over here is the brand new flex plate. I'm sorry, brand new base plate for the Holley 850. I did have prior issues with the flex plate, so I guess that plate banged into my head like that. But anyway, Dominic took care of that. And back to this base plate, I noticed that top portion, you see these grooves in here. The replacement does not have those grooves. You see here, old, original, and this is the new replacement. And this came from eBay, brand new and original packaging. Vacuum port, one vacuum port. Wait, let's do this like this. As a matter of fact, it can go like this. Okay, 2 vacuum ports. The one in front over there like that. See that difference? Also, the grooves, as I pointed out, they're not in the new replacement. Tyrone drilled these holes to keep idle. But I believe Steve stated that there are screws under here or on the side that you can adjust that. Maybe it's this one. Not too sure. Steve's going to give me an update. And see the other differences. We flip it over. New, original. And also note that there's even signs of the glue where this gasket was actually glued on. And also this port goes straight through. This one does not. Back of it, the back of it, front, underside of the vacuum port. This one here on the original damaged base plate. And per No Lift, Mike P, VABuick.com, he suggested that I check the ports in diameter, the 1-inch spacer here, to the base plate for the Holley 850. They are identical. I mean, perfectly identical. There's no restrictions with the 1-inch spacer 4-hole and the Holley base plate, none at all. Also, No Lifts suggested I continue with this. I checked for unevenness, is none. And this is the throttle linkage bracket. Now, what I'm going to do later down the line, Steve, 11-second Steve, Stage-1, he has the one that actually ports into the Edelbrock intake manifold that holds the throttle bracket. That holds the throttle cable. That is actually a throttle bracket. I'm going to get that later down the line. But for now, I'm going to continue using this. As VABuick.com told me, it should be no problem. And this is the gasket. Obviously, that was under the, between the flex plate, between the base plate. Geez, you guys are going to kill me with that flex plate. All right, this is the original gasket that was between the base plate of the Holley 850. And as you can see there, it's torn. And that probably happened when I was taking it off because it was really stuck, glued into place. So this gets replaced also. And I'm going to get the open plenum gaskets. VABuick.com suggested I do that because you see this the portion in the middle that would go to the center here of this gasket, that can easily go right in, break off and go right into the intake. And thanks again, No Lift. Thanks again, Devin. Thanks again, V8Buick.com, for your expertise of been there, done that, have your t-shirts. I really appreciate it. And after everything is put back together, I'm getting the gaskets tomorrow from S&S Auto, Momo of Mo's Racing. Told me about that location. I already spoke to him on the phone, if I didn't mention that in a prior video. So after all of this is put together, after I purchase the gaskets tomorrow, put everything back together, then Mothers gets another workout on this baby before it goes back together. That's it. I mean, after it's put back together, no, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna start that in a few moments. Since it's apart, I'm gonna do it now. And that's about it. So far, so good. I will keep you guys updated.